What's up, guys? Welcome back to Work Harder Wednesday. This week, talking about something that is very, very important and often overlooked. I'm talking about your pre-shot routine. Pre-shot routine, something that is so important in the game of golf, but it's something that is very rarely spoken about, very rarely taught about, and it's almost something that is just implied and expected that you're supposed to just know what to do and figure it out. And I think that's pretty messed up. And I understand everyone's pre-shot routine is going to be a little bit different, but I want to talk to you today about the importance of a pre-shot routine and how and why you should put practicing your pre-shot routine into your practice days. Everyone's going to have a little bit something different that's going through their head when they're working and getting ready for a shot. For me, I figure out the shot I'm going to hit, given the yardage, given the wind, given the lie, given everything else. Then I'll pick the golf club and then I'll rehearse the motion I want to feel. Then I'll stand behind the golf ball, I'll pick a target, I'll commit to that target, and then I'll walk into the shot. And when I'm over the ball, I have one thought, and it's often a more feel-oriented thought, not a technical thought, and I'll pull the trigger. What I try to do is practice like that. And almost every day when I'm practicing, I'll make sure I implement my pre-shot routine into my practice. It's very easy to just get stuck into rake and hit, rake and hit, rake and hit, and get very bogged down with technical thoughts, or even get really engaged with a target only, but you're not practicing the way that you would on the golf course. And that's where you have this divide where a lot of players say, I really am doing great on the range, but I'm struggling on the course. Or they warm up really well and then they go to the course and oh, my warm up was so well. Yeah, well, your warm up was just hit, 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 hit. You don't do that on the golf course. You never do that on the golf course. You never hit the same club twice in a row on the golf course. And if you do, it means you did something wrong. It means you hit it in the water or you hit it out of bounds. And that's not what we want. So when you're practicing, put your pre-shot routine into your practice. And this goes back to a couple episodes ago of Work Harder Wednesday when I talked about quality of your practice over the quantity of your practice. So sometimes if you're only hitting 20 balls, it may take you half an hour to do it because you're taking your routine. And when I practice, I work on this routine. And a thing that I'll often do is I'll put my alignment stick down behind the golf ball, perpendicular to my target, and that's my commitment line. And this is a thought process stem from Vision 54, but that's my commitment line. And when I'm behind that, behind the golf ball, that's where I'm having all the technical thoughts and I'm in my think box. That's where I'm thinking about, deciding, and choosing what shot I want to hit, what feel I want to have. And when I walk over that line, the commitment line, I'm now in the play box. And when I'm in the play box, you guessed it, I'm playing. That's all I'm doing. I've got one thought and I go. And it's really, really important to do this when you practice, because when you practice, you should be practicing what you're gonna do on the golf course. So if your practice looks as much like real golf as possible, real golf's gonna become a lot easier for you. So do this. When you practice, work on your pre-shot routine. Focus the time, focus the energy on your pre-shot routine. Find a pre-shot routine that works for you. If it's picking a target, falling in love with a target, falling in love with the visualization of the shot. I don't know what your pre-shot routine would look like, but you need to figure out what your pre-shot routine is, what allows you to be as free as possible, what allows you to stand over the golf ball with an uncluttered mind and a mind that can have one thought. It could be a technical thought, it could be a feel thought, it could be a thought about your favorite song, your favorite food, I don't know. Just one thought over the golf ball is very, very important, and practicing that makes it a lot easier to do it on the golf course. What I'm doing right now is the thought I have over the golf ball is rhythm. It's only my rhythm. Because I'm making some tweaks to the technique of my golf swing, I want to make sure that when I'm over the golf ball, I'm thinking as far from that as possible. So my thought is just a feel-based thought, and it's rhythm. I want a great rhythm in my golf swing, and that's it. I've already committed to my target. I've already committed to the shot I'm gonna hit. There's not much more I can do. Thinking about it's only gonna make it potentially worse. So my thought is rhythm, and I just go. So do that. When you get on the driving range, put a stick down behind the golf ball so you have not just an imaginary line you're crossing over, but you have an actual physical line that you're crossing over when you walk from behind the golf ball into your address position. This will help when you get on the golf course. It'll help you transition your range time to the golf course a lot easier, and it will ultimately make golf a lot more fun and hopefully help you lower your scores. Very simple Work Harder Wednesday this week, but it's something that so many golfers forget about, and I want to be able to make sure we don't overlook these things so that we can all get better at golf. So give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. I play the first round of the Jamaica Open tomorrow, and you want to see how I play. So next week, we're gonna have some vlogs about the Jamaica Open. So make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.